Wake up, wake up, wake up. Deep divers, wake up, get out of bed. Do you remember that as a child when people used to tell you to wake up and get dressed and get out of the house? And you're like, I don't want to wake up. Well, deep divers, what happens when the universe wakes your ass up? You better wake up, because if you don't wake up, deep divers. Oh, if you don't wake up, what, Ralph? Well, you're going to miss a great opportunity from the universe waiting for you. That's what. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in nature, baby, in Jurassic Park. Another wonderful day. We're just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Deep divers, I'm sending you tons of good ass energy. Take that, take that, take that. Now, deep divers, did you get your wake-up call already from the universe? Oh, yes, you did. I know, I got it too, right? So did the cat down the road. Deep divers 8, that's right. Wake-up calls from the universe. Oh, baby, you shouldn't ignore. Now, deep divers, the universe is sending us messages every single second. Millisecond. And if we learn how to read these messages, they can literally save our lives, help us, make us happier, make us feel more free, more exuberant. It's amazing, deep divers, when you get a wake-up call from the universe, especially when we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Now, wonderful deep divers, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. 8 wake-up calls from the universe I never ignored, and you shouldn't ignore. Now, the universe is always communicating with us, deep divers. The universe can help us, can guide us. We also have spirit guides who help us and guide us, who are always sending us messages. But sometimes we ignore them. But deep divers, these are wake-up calls. Oh, you don't want to ignore. You don't want to ignore. You don't want to miss. Okay? The first wake-up call from the universe you shouldn't ignore is your smartphone addiction. Did you know, deep divers, the average person spends 3 hours and 15 minutes on their smartphone, and the top 20% spend 4.5 hours on their smartphone, scrolling, looking at pictures of the cat down the road? We have a smartphone epidemic on the planet, smartphone addiction. More people have myopia than ever. More people are judging themselves on the planet than ever, comparing themselves to other people they've never even met. And this was a wake-up call from the universe to me that I didn't ignore. Because I'm like, one day I literally woke up with my phone in my hand and I'm like, oh my gosh, deep divers, wait. I was like, I'm addicted to this smartphone. Did you know, deep divers, your smartphone is actually monitoring you? That camera on the phone can spy on you. That's right. When you're getting dressed, deep divers, it is spying on you. Did you know, deep divers, that even when you turn your phone off, it is still actually on? The only way to turn a phone off is to take out the battery. Remember those old phones, deep divers, where you could take out the battery? Yeah, it was off. But these phones, like, They are always on, spying on you. But the greater concern is that so many people in this matrix are addicted to their smartphones. And this was a wake-up call for me from the universe when one day I woke up with my phone in my hand like this. I'm like, oh my gosh, my phone is literally attached to me. And I had this vision in my head, Ralph, you're becoming a robot. Oh no! Elon Musk said, you are already cyborgs. What? Slow motion this side. You are already cyborgs and you don't even know it. So we are moving into technology. This is transhumanism. And a lot of us, we are using these smartphones. They have become extensions of us, and we are moving towards singularity by 2050. And this is where artificial intelligence, AI, actually supersedes human intellect. Now, we've got a choice to make. These smartphones are great tools to connect us with other people. But if you are spending your whole entire life on your phone, how on earth are you going to meet me in person? So it was a wake-up call for me, deep diver, to say, Ralph, from the universe, Ralph, yes, universe, instead of spending all of your time on the phone, go out there, meet real people. Because deep divers, let's face it, ever been DMing someone and you actually meet them in person and they are totally different? Like, oh my gosh, exactly. So your smartphone lies to you. It deceives you, deep divers. To really have real experiences, I've seen that you have to go out into the real world, have real interactions, actually meet people face to face. Like, what happened to the good old days, deep divers, when you could actually remember 8 numbers? Nowadays, everybody has to check their smartphone. What's their number? You can't even remember a number, deep divers. Oh my gosh. A lot of people can't sleep. Insomnia. Your smartphone is interfering with your sleep pattern. That's why so many people have neurosis on the planet. Oh, baby. That's why so many people have depression and anxiety, because of this smartphone addiction. So I always use it as a tool, deep divers. But don't get used by the smartphone. Use the smartphone, but don't get used by it. Like what I've done, and this was a wake-up call I had to do, the universe was like, Ralph, have one day where you don't use your smartphone. And that's what I do from time to time, right? I just go into nature, woo, breathe in that good ass prana, baby, and life is good. Deep divers, what's the second? Oh, baby, wake-up call from the universe you shouldn't ignore. Now, a lot of people have been seeing repeating numbers. Never ignore repeating numbers. 1111, 1111, 1111 is your wake-up call. Hello there. From the universe you shouldn't ignore. Now, we know that 1111 represents you leaving the matrix and entering the new world of infinite possibilities. But what about 444? What about 555? What about 888? 8 is the number of infinity. What about 999? 9 is the number of completion. 9 months, right? So anytime you are seeing 222, 333, 444, 555, this is a wake-up call from the universe that you are in divine alignment. When you are in alignment, everything around you aligns to that same frequency as you. What? Slow motion this side. When I was out of alignment, deep divers, I used to see 1053. Now I see 1010 or 2020, clear vision, right? Or 33, master teacher number. Or 44, right? So if you are having this experience with repeating number sequences, 555, 777, okay? 7 is a lucky number. Why? Because if you realize the ancients always used to believe that there were 7 planets, you got 7 notes, okay? In Western music, but 7 is the age where a child is the most susceptible to programming. They always say, give me a child till the first 7 years and I will make him a man or a woman. That's where all of your beliefs are being molded. Your view of the world is being molded. The first 7 years of your life. We had Dr. Bruce Lipton on here, right? And we talk of epigenetics, how your perception alters your DNA. But it's all about those first 7 years. So anytime you're seeing 777, right? And also that's like a jackpot number, right? 777 in those casinos, right? I don't gamble, but I know about it, right? It means the whole universe is working in your favor. So that's a wake-up call from the universe that, hey, I'm doing better than I think. Deep divers, what's the third? Oh, you thought I was gonna say baby. Wake-up call from the universe. You shouldn't ignore the state of your health. Now, deep divers, I've been making videos day in, day out for a little while now. And you always see me, I'm in optimum health, okay? Woo! Because I'm breathing, woo, in that good ass prana, baby. Now, sometimes I do feel under the weather, but I can always bounce back real quick. I've got a recovery time of like 1 second. I'm down and out, then I'm back up. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. It's me, deep divers. The chosen one. Right? The state of your health. You see, you have physical health, you have the mental health, and you have the emotional health. Now, the emotional health influences the mental health, and the mental health influences the physical health. The 3 are intertwined. That's why it's body, mind, soul. So if you are always feeling under the weather and physically you're okay, but emotionally something is eating at you, that's a wake-up call from the universe that you have an unresolved issue to address. What? Slow motion this side. You better address it, deep divers. Right? Unresolved issues are what is creating these emotional imbalances within you, these mental imbalances within you. I had to take a look at myself, deep divers. When I was living a phony life in the Matrix, it was affecting my emotional health. And this was a wake-up call from the universe. Because physically I was okay, but emotionally I wasn't okay. And then that actually affected my mental health and then eventually my physical health. 7-day vegan challenge. If you have had a sudden shift in diet, now you're eating more plant-based foods, you're eating to live. Courgettes, tomatoes, peaches, pears, plums. You feel so alive. That's a wake-up call from the universe that, hey, you're doing a great job. You're taking care of yourself. You're starting to realize that health is wealth, because what good is it, deep divers, if you gain all the riches in the world, only to lose your soul in the process? So, you get the wake-up calls by the state of your health. What I call before and after. If you can see a noticeable difference, okay, a noticeable difference between before and after, like before plant-based and after, that's a wake-up call from the universe like, hey, you see, I told you. I told you what happens when you stuff a whole bunch of grapes in your mouth and apricots full of vitamin A. Deep divers, what's the 4th? Oh, baby. Wake up call from the universe. Wake up. You shouldn't ignore anxiety, your anxiety in your life, your anxiety level in your life. What is it like, deep divers? What's your life like? I used to have chronic anxiety to the point, deep divers, where sometimes I used to feel a sharp pain in my chest. I thought I was having a heart attack. I'm like, somebody call the ambulance. No one was around except the cat down the road. And the cat down the road didn't call the ambulance for me, right? I know what it's like. It can seem like your entire world is caving in on you. The walls are caving in. You will only understand this if you have anxiety yourself. So I know what it's like. I'm not going to tell you to snap out of it because it's very uncomfortable. And it's even worse when people say, just get over it. No, anxiety is a serious thing. I know what it's like. But that was a wake-up call from the universe to me to say, Ralph, don't you know that all anxiety emanates from the desire to escape the present moment? The reason why you have anxiety is because you're not happy where you are right now. Universe, stop it. You're making me emotional right now. So what are you telling me to do, universe? Ralph, go to the place which makes you really happy. So that's what I did. I went to the beach and the rest is history. And I came to the forest and the rest is history. Anxiety started to fade away, right? So your anxiety level, if you're always anxious, always trembling, always looking a little bit shaky, baby, that's a wake-up call from the universe that you aren't in alignment. You aren't where you should be. Anytime you have out-of-place emotions, that's a wake-up call from the universe. You're feeling queasy, your gut instincts, your intuition. Once again, the gut is your second brain. That's a wake-up call from the universe, right? So always allow your feelings to guide you where you should be and where you shouldn't be, because your feelings are your inner GPS, your sat-nav. Deep divers, before sat-nav, you had your feelings. Okay, trust them. Deep divers, what's the fifth? Oh, baby. Warning sign from the universe you shouldn't ignore. It is this, deep divers. Unexpected meetings. Unexpected meetings. Unexpected meetings. Can we make a song out of that? Like deep divers, I remember when I was in university, okay? Really great friend. She invited me to like house party, her house party. And I went there, never forget. And I met someone at the party and we started talking, like we started to dive deep about the Matrix. And that was when I was just going through my early awakening stages. But I'm like, what are the chances of me meeting this person at this house party who I've never met before, but it feels like we've known each other. We've known each other forever. I'm like, this is so random. Then I realized, wait a minute, there are no accidents or coincidences in this universe. Everything is happening for a reason. Everybody you're meeting, it's because it's for a reason. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a wake-up call from the universe. Like they came into my life to say, yes, Ralph, you're not crazy. You're just waking up. I'm like, thank goodness. I thought I was the only one, right? That's a wake-up call from the universe. Deep divers, these synchronistic moments, these unexplainable moments. Anytime you meet someone, let's just say you meet them at the bus stop and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Or you meet them, they're sitting next to you on the plane and they are into everything you are into. Like, what are the chances of that, deep divers? You could have been sat like 3 rows back, but no, both of you are together because both of you were meant to meet, because both of you have stuff to talk about and dive deep into. That's a wake-up call from the universe. Synchronicity is no joke, right? Deep divers, what is a sixth? Oh, baby. The sixth. Wake-up call from the universe you shouldn't ignore. Deep divers, it is losing stuff and finding stuff. Losing stuff and finding stuff. You've heard the expression. You lose stuff and you find stuff, but you live to see another day. Now, deep divers. Or you win stuff and you lose stuff and you live to see another day. Deep divers. I remember losing my keys one time on the beach, okay? And I was actually in Santa Monica. I lost my keys on the beach. And once they fell into the sand, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm screwed. You know, you can't find anything in the sand, but I was with a friend who's also another great YouTuber, okay? And we're like, gosh, we have to find, he was like, we're going to find these keys. I'm like, forget about it, right? And this was really a wake-up call from the universe to say, okay, you're losing stuff, Ralph, but this is your chance to find it again. Like, this is going to test your patience to look for these set of keys in millions of grains of sand all along this beach, right? So after a long time, we found the keys, deep divers. That's the good news. But it was just like, I was about to give up. He reminded me to hold on. Like, so that was like a wake-up call from the universe that sometimes you think you've lost something, but actually it hasn't gone anywhere. Now, we can use this as a metaphor, okay? Sometimes we lose ourselves to actually find ourselves, okay? Now, check this out, deep divers. I was with a friend a long time ago who used to smoke a lot. And we were sitting in the park talking, and guess what? A dog came and took her cigarettes away from her. I'm like, that's a wake-up call from the universe that you shouldn't be smoking right now. All you should be doing is just, woo, breathing in that good-ass prana, baby. And afterwards, she's like, I'm never, ever going to smoke again. So that was a wake-up call from the universe, okay? Losing stuff and finding stuff. How many times, deep divers, have you lost stuff only to realize that they're still on you? You lost your keys. You thought you lost them. They're actually in your pocket. You just forgot to look there. So sometimes when we lose stuff, it's actually already with us, okay? You got it. You got it. Deep divers, what's the seventh? Oh, baby. The seventh, deep divers. Wake-up call from the universe you shouldn't ignore. It is this, plain and simple. Before and after you meet someone, like how you feel. Before and then after. Like if you come away smiling from an interaction with someone, that's a wake-up call from the universe to say, actually, this person is good for your soul. But if you come away like, oh my gosh, where did all my energy go? That's a wake-up call from the universe that you don't need to be around that person any longer, because if you are, they are going to drain you dry, just like a leech. And ain't nobody got time for that. Deep divers, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I thought you did. Now, before and after, you listen to someone, right? How many times, deep divers, have you watched a YouTube video and felt completely drained afterwards? It's happened to me before. I'm like, what the hell was I watching? That's a wake-up call from the universe like, Ralph, you're wasting your time. How many times, deep divers, have you watched something and it's given you life? Like, all my videos are created to give you energy. Check this out. I'm not feeling so good, Ralph. Oh, really? Can I get a hello? Did that just heal you? Yes, Ralph. I told you, right? I'm here to give you energy, deep divers. I'm here to give you that good ass prana, baby. Right? Anytime, so you're monitoring your before and after feelings with someone, okay? Before and after. Before I got into the relationship with them, I was good, Ralph. And afterwards, like, look at me, help, right? That's the wake-up call from the universe that, hey, you don't need that person in your life. But if you are with someone right now, before you weren't doing so good, and then afterwards you're feeling great. Look, if they're not helping you evolve, they're a distraction. What? Slow motion this side. Deep divers, what is the eighth? Oh, baby. Wake up call from the universe you shouldn't ignore. It is this, plain and simple. Reoccurring experiences. Okay? Ever seen Shawshank Redemption, okay? He's like, same old shit, Same experiences every single day, same habits, same routine. Nothing is happening for me, Ralph. That's because it's the same old shit. That's a wake-up call from the universe that a change needs to happen. If you're doing the same thing every single day and expecting different results, that is the definition of insanity. That's what's happening to so many people in the Matrix. They're like, I hate my job, and they're still going there every single day and wonder why their life is not changing for the better. Deep divers, the wake-up call I got from the universe was to realize this, that, hey, if I want to change something in my life, I have to be the change within me first. What? Slow motion this side. Reoccurring experiences, okay? If you are waking up to uninspiring experiences every single day and it's just the same day in, day out, you have a choice to make. And you can make your life become better for you, but you're going to have to change something today. What did I change so many years ago? I said, I'm going to take responsibility for my life. That was a wake-up call from the universe. I said, I never ever want to have the same old shit again. I want my life to be fun and different, right? So it became fun and different because I started to take risks. I started to take calculated risks. I traveled all around the world. I got new experiences, immersed myself in different cultures. But more so, I just said, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? There. Deep divers, thank goodness the universe sent us that wake-up call. We're just, breathing in that good-ass prana, baby. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking the amazing Good Ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. Deep divers got a question? Add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. And the model search is on. If you are a sexy ass model, with so much heart, DM me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. Oh, I like this one. Well, check out the new book, Deep Divers. For more information like this, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon. Have a beautiful day, Deep Divers. I hope you got your wake-up call from the universe. Oh, you did? That's what's up. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I'm awake. So am I. Peace.